Welcome back to Minute to Spin It with Jack Boyle. We're here in the booth of Tanya Tyree at the Vero Beach Under the Oaks Art Festival. How are you doing, Tanya?
I'm doing great.
Well, tell me, I see you're from Afton, Virginia.
Yes.
And you also, I understand, work out of St. Petersburg, Florida at certain times of the year.
Yes, I'm staying there while I do lots of shows.
Well, great. I see you also won an award. That's very nice and well-deserved.
Thank you very
And that's
much.
in the sculpture category, I understand.
Yes, second place sculpture. So that was a nice honor.
Well, tell me a little bit about your technique and when you're making your pieces.
All of these pieces are made from clay. I start with a ball of clay. I basically create a lot of figures. As you can see, they're all based on the female figure. And a lot of them, I start by building the clay form. Some are made on a wheel, and some are made from slabs of clay, which is a flat slab of clay. I hand build the heads and also add some different components to them. Sometimes, like this piece has a sailboat, and it has this little star at the top. And all of these little elements actually move and can be rotated and changed around and about.
Very cool.
I use a lot of texture on my pieces because I love the texture and how clay reacts with texture. And I hand draw imagery on the forms that tell a story about that particular sculpture. So a lot of times I'll use birds or homes or spirals and different things like ladders and sometimes stars and all sorts of things that'll tell a story about the piece. Then the pieces are hand painted. Well, first, I'm sorry, they're bisque fired. Then I'll hand paint them with a variety of glazes. I use this copper glaze, which is the glaze that's in the background of a lot of the pieces, which will flash when they're raku fired. So, and raku is a ancient Japanese process of heating pieces in a kiln. I heat them up to almost 1900 degrees, grab the piece, and I'll pull them out of the kiln and put them in a can, and I burn them in leaves and sawdust or newspaper. When I close the lid, the copper glazes bloom different colors in the reduction process, and the smoke blackens the clay body and shows off the lines and the drawings of everything that I've done. And the copper, sometimes I'll get a lot of nice crackle effects that happen when the air hits the glazes.
Oh, yeah.
The smoke goes in there. So then I pull them out of the kiln, out of the cans, and see what surprise I've gotten. And each piece is always one of a kind and never exactly the same. So,
very cool.
Surprise.
Would you like to share some contact information with our audience?
Yes, you can get in touch with me at TanyaTyree.com, or you can contact me at 2 Art Studios, the number 2, artstudios.com in Afton, Virginia.
Very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.